Welcome to Winburn Studios. I'm Katie Ryan, and today we're doing our strength set. I want you to grab a pair of a moderate to heavy weight and then a lighter weight. We're going to be needing the pair from the majority of it. You could also grab a yoga block if you have it accessible, or a pillow, something that has a little bit of height to it. We'll maybe use it for one or two things today, depending on where you're at. So start wherever you are on your mat. Make sure you have a mat, you guys. You're going to need it for those Turkish get-ups that we're doing at the end of today's set. I want you to come into a squat, and some of you might want the block underneath you for when you're in that squat position. And feel your feet firmly planted into the floor. You can rock a little bit side to side, even if you're on the block. Maybe come up a little bit. Try to hold that, get some strength, get some heat into those legs. Set it down, a little bit of rest. Do it a couple more times. Set it back down. Let's do one more. Set it down. And then you're going to take your right knee, try to fold it all the way down. You might need two blocks for this. Okay, so I'll show it. You can have any height here with the block. I'm dropping my knee. Block is right inside that left foot. I can raise it a little bit higher if it's still not touching. Switching sides, touching the knee to the block if you need that support. A little bit higher. And you want to make sure that your knee is dropping, if it can, all the way towards that big toe. Switching sides, knee all the way to the big toe. Okay? And that's focusing on that internal rotation. How flexible am I through my groin? You feel ready, you feel like you had that moment where it got a little bit easier to drop the knee, then come up out of it. You can grab a light weight. I'll demonstrate both ways. So with no weight, you're just going to make a fist. Shrug the shoulders, keep the arms super locked out, curl the wrist, shrug, curl. Make sure you exhale on both ends of that. We have the weight, a little bit more work here. I want you guys to do about 3 sets of 5 of those. Rest in between. If you want to do a couple with no weights, that's fine as well. Ditch the lighter weight if you had it. And we're going into our 5 exercises. But today, those 5 exercises, it's really 2 main exercises that will be at the end of the set. The first 3 are going to be your warm-up into that. So grab those heavy weights. We're going into a farmer's carry. I don't play music in my classes, so if you want to play some country music during that farmer's carry, go for it. Or any music for that matter. I find that a lot of people have reactions to certain songs, or they remind them of things that we don't want to deal with. So I like no music, plus you can focus on your form. We're going into our second exercise, and we're doing this 2 times. We're doing 10 squats. If you have a little bit lighter weight, you're doing 15. Weights go all the way to the ground, and then drive through the heels. Use those glutes to stand up. My belly is tight. back into farmer's carry. Walking the length of a room, there and back. Going into 10 more squats, or 15. And this is challenging for my legs to do these squats. The farmer's carry, it's work. At the end of this, when we let go of those weights, our hands should feel fatigued. So we're working that grip strength. That's what we need for good Turkish get-ups. We need overall strength, but we need good grip strength. Safely set those kettlebells down. Shake the hands out. Do a little open hand, close hand. Wiggle those fingers about. So the second thing is push-ups, our third exercise of the day. Part 2 of our pre-main set. And you can do these push-ups regular, but I'm not a regular girl, so we're not doing regular push-ups. We're doing push-ups on the kettlebells. So I knocked one kettlebell down, the other one is up, so I can grab it and grip it. Okay? And this is preparing us to offset those shoulders for a one-handed push-up. It's just a progression. We're not doing a one-handed push-up today. First set will be on the knees. I want elbows hugged in. Touch your elbows to the ribs. Press back up. After 10, quick break. We're going to switch the kettlebells. So now right side will be knocked down, left side will be up. You can stay on your knees. I'm going to walk my feet back, making sure belly is tight, back is flat. Knees, shake the arms out. It's good. It's good work. I love those. They challenge my arms in different ways. So you're just going to grab one of those heavy weights. Exercise number 4 is a regular kettle swing, both hands, doing 15 into one hand, single arm, kettle swing, 10 reps of those. Always starting with the kettlebell in front of you. Feet a little bit wider than the hips. Belly nice and tight, flat back. Focusing on that hinge in the hips. Break. Second side. Good work. So, heavy weights to the side. Going onto your mat. You can bring your yoga block with you and a light weight. If you're starting with the block, hand will be flexed at the wrist to hold on to that block. And you're focusing more on balancing that block, gazing up to the block, and on doing the sit-up with no extra weight. Body weight. We're using the kettlebell, rolling onto our backs. I'll start with my left side, so left knee is up. Kettlebell will be right outside of my elbow. And I'm rotating my body, rolling to the left, grabbing the kettlebell. You can use both hands. Once I'm flat on my back, pressing the weight up and overhead. Right hand goes outside of my hip, and then gaze to your kettlebell. Press onto the right elbow, sit up, right hand, exhale. We're adding today hip thrust up, trying to lift that foot up. Down, hips, elbow, roll it down. It's 1, we're doing 5. Make sure you guys are counting your reps. It keeps you responsible and attentive to what you're doing. You also know your max out numbers a lot better when you're counting. If you're done here, this is number 4. You know that you have one more rep to be working on. Rolling to the side. It's a really good indication of if this weight is proper for you. If we're not doing 5 of them, not doing the full get up, 5 just with the progression, then maybe we need to drop a weight. If you're trying to go up a weight, you should still be able to roll to one side, to pick it up, and then roll back. If we're dropping the weight, I'd rather you drop and go to a lower weight, or to do an extra sit-up, and then you can pull the weight down to that shoulder and rack it in front of you. Switching sides. Rolling to the right, picking up the weight. Right knee is in front, bent. Left hand out to the side, up. Floating the foot, down. Notice my exhales. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm exhaling all the way down slowly. Last one. Rolling to the side to set it down. So, a couple of things I want to talk about. You're done with your set. We have those heavy kettlebells. You can place them on your inner thighs. So it's right below my knee. This is your alternative for frog splits. So if you're not doing this, then I'm going to flip you upside down. We have another video that shows frog splits. If you want to look it up, homework. You can stay here, start the timer. I would even, watch a TV show. Do this exercise. If we're in frog split, a great little addition, flex those feet, protect your knees. If we can come down onto the forearms, I want you to arch your low back, middle back, upper back. So try to articulate that. And then round, low back, middle back, upper back. And just keep reversing that, arching. And then feel that rounding position. Do that 5, 10, 15 times. Over time, you're going to feel that increased mobility through the inner thighs, right? It's releasing tension all the way through. Yes, it's flexibility, but it's helping that hip to increase the range of motion, which is what we want. It'll become easier to drop that knee in and out. That's your video for today. I hope you had fun. I hope you were challenged by it. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.